Here's 3 reasons why I wouldn't be a good waifu.
It's cold!
Humanity gathering to watch bad videos on the internet has been a staple of human culture since the dawn of the internet. And with TikTok now reaching every corner of the globe, this tradition has grown even stronger. However, even though we all share the love of watching videos that make you want to assume the fetal position, we all have our differing opinions on what exactly makes a video bad. Just like with anything, humans can't really agree on, anything. Just like how some people think that hot dogs are disgusting and, well, they would be correct, and everybody who thinks otherwise is objectively wrong. But worry no longer, because I am here to solve that problem. Over the last few days, I have been scouring the internet looking for what the masses have agreed to be the worst TikToks on the internet. I've also taken a look at some of the TikToks you guys have sent me over the past few weeks, and have selected a few that I thought would be worthy candidates. So today we will be dissecting what the internet and you guys have deemed to be the worst and the cringiest TikToks ever to be made.
Subscribe.
Once again, real quick, still not home yet, still don't have a pop filter. There will be pops. These lips cannot be contained, baby.
Here's 3 reasons why I wouldn't be a good waifu. Number 1, I'm shy. Number 2, I use a lot of hand gestures. And number 3, I'd probably be too busy watching anime.
Alright, now while this is not my favorite video that I've ever watched in my entire life, it is very clearly satire. I've had a bunch of people send me this person's account, and it always kind of surprises me that people who are watching this can't tell that this is a joke. It's just a really good and convincing joke because the video is still pretty hard to watch, but this is clearly satire. And it's good satire because it still makes you want to curl up in a ball and cry. Alright, let me explain myself. So you heard what is some beautiful elevator music instead of the original audio for this TikTok. Normally I do that when audio is copyrighted, however I don't think the audio of this TikTok is. I wanted to give you guys a chance to close the video, a chance to rip out your speakers, because I'm gonna play the original audio. It's just, this is such a cursed sound, especially for a TikTok that was made like 4 days ago. We're already dealing with the Bella Porch side mouth and the anime cross-eyed stuff. I mean, we're already dealing with quite a lot. So for the faint of heart, I recommend that you mute the video for the next 10 seconds. All the bad stuff you're already seeing is about to get compounded.
I'll be Tracer.
I'm already Tracer.
What about Widowmaker?
I'm already Widowmaker.
I'll be Bastion.
Nerf Bastion.
You're Renzo Winston.
I wanna be Winston.
I guess I'll be Genji.
I'm already Genji.
Then I'll be McCree.
I already chose McCree.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
You should be.
I'm not gonna be Mercy.
Yeah, no, yeah, I thought this song was outlawed long ago as well. I genuinely think I had a flashback when I came across this TikTok. I am not ready for this song to make a comeback, and I sincerely hope that it's not. But like I said, this was not an era-appropriate TikTok. This was posted in the last week, so that cannot mean anything good.
Yeah, I know. Oh. Yeah. Satisfying.
Oh, Miss Welshie, now the veterans of this channel will know that this is not the first time we've looked at this TikTok account, and it's safe to say that I am more confused than ever. I still really don't understand the character she's playing. I don't know who or what the uwu girl is. Probably never will. But both of these videos have captions about relaxation techniques, and you know what? These videos aren't really relaxing me, kind of doing the opposite, really. Triggering some sort of primal response, if anything, so not sure these techniques are working.
Hey mama, what you making?
Josh, I'm making a snack.
Alright, so since I cover so many cooking videos, I've actually had a lot of people send me this account, and, well, this is very fake. I mean, obviously, nobody's eating Vienna sausages and peanut butter. It might have started off with 1 or 2 videos being real, but now they're all fake. They're all just meant to get people angry, get people to comment, get people to share it. I mean, she even did the Kay's cooking recipe that made Kay's cooking kind of go viral. They're all staged, so I really don't find them that entertaining. Anybody can be a bad chef on purpose.
For me, I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
It's corn! A big corn Vietnam. It has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn! I can tell you all about.
Now, I'm going to be honest, I've never really liked the corn video or the corn song. I don't know if I'm just miserable, but even just the original video without the song sort of made me angry. Maybe because I never had that childlike wonder about anything when I was a kid. I don't know, I'm not a psychologist. But the song was horrible from the beginning, and I think even people who liked it are starting to get tired of it, especially when grown adults are making videos to it and dancing to it. So while this video is not exactly fun for me, it's not this one in particular I necessarily have a problem with. It's mainly just the corn song in general and adults acting like children making videos for it.
I don't know why so many of you want to see me brush my teeth on here, but hey, give the people what they want. Whoa! My toothbrush versus my brother's toothbrush.
Alright, so I've had a lot of these TikToks sent to me. It reminds me of 2012, where everything loud and everything random was deemed absolutely hilarious, and I think it especially bothers me because I fell into that so much. I definitely was one of the kids who thought the word potato was hilarious, so it reminds me of a dark time in my life that I would not like to revisit. Okay? However, even as a person who hates that kind of humor, I think that a lot of other people who dislike it go too far when they see somebody using it. And I'll get into that more in a second.
Like, if your bristles look like that, I feel like you're brushing your teeth too hard. Alright, so first I'm gonna wet it. Boop! Skirt! Now the real secret is, you gotta wet it one more time. Woo! Corn! A big open nuts! It has the juice! It has the juice!
Alright, so we're starting to go a bit more downhill, but what I was talking about earlier is that I think a lot of people would see this video, and not that I think, I know a lot of people would see this video and start just leaving mean comments or making mean duets. I have no problem saying that I don't find this funny, and I think this style of comedy is a bit jarring and maybe off-putting, but that's constructive. I don't like this kind of humor, and that's okay. But if you see a video or a TikTok you don't like, and your first instinct is to start personally attacking that person, then you need to grow up and realize you're talking to a real human. I'm not trying to get sappy, but I feel like a lot of people on the internet forget they're talking to an actual person when they decide to start making fun of somebody for making a TikTok. If it's constructive and it's real criticism, sure, go for it. But making fun of somebody's appearance or their lifestyle is not going to change their humor.
Whenever I make hot dogs, especially for dinner, instead of wasting the water that I boil the hot dogs in, I'll just use it and make hot tea with it, because you can't even taste the hot dog by the time you add the tea bag and the sugar. You can't even taste the actual like hot dog water.
I have seen my fair share of bad cooking videos in my time, and I think this one might take the cake. Even though similarly to the ones about the mom, I think this is probably just a joke. The mind that would come up with hot dog tea and a hot dog stuffed with mayonnaise and raisins is a mind I don't want to be near.
This is how I got a video with over 2 million views in less than 24 hours. So I've been making these mini vlogs for a while now, most just explaining what I do in my day. But recently a trend started to appear where people would make fun of these types of videos, and the source of it all, Kaya Mints. This guy literally flipped TikTok on its head. And after making countless videos hitting over 1 million views and making a bunch of people angry in the process, it was my turn. So on September 9th, I started recording my own take on the genre. I purposely took all the key elements that people were talking about in this video.
I woke up feeling exhausted today, but I pushed through. I hate the taste of water, and G Fuel gives me those natural vitamins that you need. This job requires way more work than your average 9 to 5,
and shoved them all into one 28-second long video.
Alright, so I'll admit this is a bit of a personal addition. I made a video on these guys like a month or two ago about all these Twitch clones on TikTok who were very obviously just rage baiting, making making videos about how streaming is harder than a conventional job, and everybody was falling for it, and I made a video saying, you know, these guys are just using the people's anger to make them famous, and a lot of people thought I was wrong, and they thought that these guys were genuinely being serious. So yeah, now they're admitting that what I said they were doing was exactly what they were doing. I'm telling you guys, people will try to make you angry on purpose just so you will interact with their video. Don't fall for it. Well guys, honestly, I think we can do better. Most of these videos were either satirical or widely disliked for a non-constructive reason. Sure, some of them were not exactly very fun to watch, but there's definitely worse out there. Don't you worry though. I'll find them. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free. It won't cost you anything. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Bye.
Subscribe.